Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to another edition of Royally Screwed, where we have a look at some of what are, in my opinion, the worst and most overpriced products that the Royal Mint has brought out. And it falls within their historic coin range. No surprises there, because that coin range seems to only exist to part people from their hard-earned money. And specifically, we are looking at today the making of modern Britain, which I think is a bit of a pseudonym for the broken country that we seem to be in right now, where everything is taxed and everything is expensive. Because there are some old circulation coins in here. There's a few further down that are silver, but the predominant majority of these are not silver, and they're just old coins that you can buy for a tenth of the price on eBay. But oh, lo and behold, the Royal Mint have put a massive margin on them. Now, I wasn't going to make a video on this. I've been seeing this on their homepage for a long time. In fact, if you go to the homepage, you'll see that they have some of their latest releases out there. But this features prominently in their banner, the making of modern Britain. And of course, it's calling back and harking back to a time where perhaps there were people who grew up with these coins. So it's targeting older people. And I feel that that is a really... it's not a good look. It's not a good feel when you're charging people this much for these coins. So I wasn't going to make a video on it, but then I scrolled down further into the various different product listings, and I saw this one, a 1p coin, for £10. What? No, that can't be right. That can't be right. Oh, look, maybe you get this crown with it. Do you? I'm not entirely sure that you do get this crown with it. I think that is a mistake in the product listing, because when you scroll down further, there's no mention of that crown here within the product's listing. The specification is just a 1p coin. And it can be in any of the years, 1971 to 2021, by the way. Okay? Not just an older one like this, but even this, a 1998 coin. That hasn't changed. That is still a legal tender coin. You can get those in your change. Go to the local corner shop. Go to your petrol station. Pay for something in cash. Get a penny change. And there's a good chance that you will get this design, or in fact this year. But the Royal Mint are trying to charge you £10 for it. It's going to come in a cardboard sleeve. So the argument that the Royal Mint will make is that they are validating and creating a historic product that will come with an information booklet all about it. And you know, it says here, the packaging explores the story of both the 1p and the Queen Elizabeth II's reign. And that's their justification for putting a 1p coin in a piece of cardboard and trying to sell it to you for £10, probably plus postage. I haven't done the experiment on postage, so I won't necessarily levy the criticism at them, but I would imagine there is postage costs to put on top of this. 1p coin. What did the Royal Mint do? Did they have a little whip round in the office and go, right, everyone get their coins out, get their copper coins out, let's see what you got. Oh, look, you got some old 1p coins. Let's stick them onto the world's, what's it called, the making of modern Britain, and we'll flog them for a tenner. Oh, and then we'll put the wrong product image up there as well. Oh my God. Now, I take such umbrance with this kind of range because, as I said earlier, this harks back to, I think, older generation, people who maybe grew up with the coins like these in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and perhaps they've got some nostalgia element to them. And look, I get that, fine. You want to pay £25 for an old 5-shilling coin that you grew up with, that you enjoyed. I mean, that's not going to break the bank from someone at all. But the fact is that these are products that are vastly over expensive, not good quality, just exist to part people with money, and not in a good way. And I don't really like that. As I mean, look, you've even got 20p's, and yeah, you know, this is a modern 20p coin, right? Modern 20p coin. I mean, if you're going to buy any of these coins, buy the modern 20p listing, because it's 20 times better value than the 1p coin. Crazy. And look, again, you've got this same image here that they're going to get, but you're not going to get that though. This is probably the packaging that you'll get. Making modern Britain, you'll have the 20p coin in the middle there. But why haven't they got that in there? That's just wrong. It's misleading, if I'm being brutally honest. It would imply that you're going to look at the state of that coin. At least get a good condition coin to put a photograph up on a website. Honest to God, like, I just can't fathom Well, I mean, I can fathom it because they made a £39 million loss last year and they just want to get as much money in as possible. Now, look, some of these older coins, fine, fair enough. And indeed, some of these are, in fact, 50% silver coins. Not going to say that they're good value because you can probably buy these for a significant amount of money less on the various different markets out there. But they do have a little bit of historic value to them and they have a nostalgia factor to them. And so I can't necessarily levy the same criticism against some of these older coins because it's a free market, people can go and do that. But I do kind of feel like these modern coins from these 20p's down here, I mean, is it a scam? It's just a strong word to say that it is officially a scam. But it feels like, by the way, this is not a modern 5p coin. These will be the larger style ones. So you could argue maybe those are a little bit more special, a little less easy to come back, so you're not going to get them in your change. It certainly feels like an overpricing that will, I don't know, what's the best word, part people with money when they don't necessarily know better. And somebody might go, oh, yes, I'm going to buy my grandchild a nice 1p coin, £10. And it's just taking advantage of people who don't know better. And it's taking advantage of an older generation who perhaps are believing that the Royal Mint is something more special. Look, they've even got a halfpenny coin here with somebody's fingerprint on it. What? It's just crazy. There's literally a fingerprint on this coin and they haven't bothered to find a better one. Honestly, I don't understand the Royal Mint sometimes. But anyway, it is what it is. I think it's a pseudonym for sort of broken Britain, making a modern Britain. This is what modern Britain's about, parting you with your money and making a product that is like this, a 1p coin for £10. Honestly, it's just crazy. So yeah, don't buy these coins in my opinion. I think they're very, very overpriced. Don't think they're very good value at all. I think the fact that the Royal Mint are trying to sell them like that is indicative of where the Royal Mint is as an organisation, and I would like to just see that completely gone away. I mean, there are not very many words, so please, I want you to find some words to put them down in the comments. And I've put as well the customer services and the head of customer services email address for the Royal Mint. Share your feedback on this product with the Royal Mint. Say, come on, look, you're selling a 1p coin for £10. That is not acceptable. That is not the image that we want from the Royal Mint. That is not the kind of product that we want from the Royal Mint. And I don't think that's right. So, cool kids, your secret phrase for today is to say, I've emailed the head of customer services and I've told them my feelings. There we go. Anyway, that's it from me. We'll see you on the next video. As always, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.